We have breaking news coming in right now. Now, China has hit back at the United States, announcing additional 34% tariff on American goods. That is in retaliation to President Trump's tariffs, viewers. Now, this is the big breaking news we're getting in right now. China to impose tariffs of 34% on all U.S. goods from the 10th of April. That is a retaliatory tariff now. Hitting back is Beijing as a countermeasure to sweeping tariffs imposed by the U.S. President Donald Trump, viewers. So this is the big breaking news we have right now. Donald Trump, remember, had announced sweeping tariffs and high levies on China, of course. And this is the breaking news we have. China has hit back. If you talk about Trump's tariff, well, it is much higher than what has been imposed on India. If you talk about the US's tariff, the key trading partners subject to the customized tariffs include China with 54%. That includes the earlier tariffs. So Pranav from the business desk is joining us on the phone line. Pranav, this is a retaliatory tariff by Beijing now announcing additional tariffs on American goods. How it's going to pan out?
Well, as we can see that Donald Trump had announced heavy tariffs on some of its Asian partners. And we can definitely say that China is among the first countries that have reacted and imposed a 34% tariff on U.S. products. Obviously, this is going to pan out because a lot of software, a lot of manufacturing materials, the components that come for manufacturing are from China. So obviously, that will pan out in a way that might increase the costs for consumers. And in the end, who's going to bear the cost for it is the U.S. consumers, which may further trigger inflationary risks, as analysts have pointed out.
Right. China's response to U.S., of course, if we could just elaborate on how it's going to affect the which sectors are going to be affected and what impact it could be on other countries like India.
Well, there are two aspects in this. One is obviously the Chinese tariffs. If you look at Chinese imports to the U.S., I mean, the maximum amount of imports and exports between China and U.S., it is the electronics industry. So obviously that is something that will take a hit. But analysts and analysts have been pointing out that what is probably going to work out against China is going to work out in favor of India. Yeah. So there have been several voices. In fact, Nifty IT index has today been in green, traded in green, because there are hopes that what might not work out for China might now help for India, giving a boost to Indian electronics and manufacturing sectors.
Right, Pranav, thanks so much for joining us with the details on that story. All right.